The good shepherd lays down his life for his sheep. And maybe you don't hear the voice of God in your life because it sounds like love, and you've always expected it to sound harsh, judgmental, or even wrathful. Maybe you have an understanding of God that paints him as angry first, as the angry parent only, or maybe as the judgmental test giver in the sky. And when you think about your day and your relationship with God and your relationship with others, at the end of your day, you're thinking, I wonder if God, maybe he gives me a C- for today. Or maybe you process it like, maybe you feel like you're flunking every day in your relationship with God. Or maybe you're bold enough to think that you've had some passing grades. But John 10 steps in and teaches us something different about God. As we've already looked at, there's this picture in the Bible that we are sheep. And I think the comparison is a good one. Because as John Wesley says, that sheep are prone to wander. And we're prone to wander. We're defenseless at times, and we need the care of our shepherd, and we need to be sought out and brought back into the sheepfold. And the Bible and experience teaches us that we all, every single one of us, wander from God. And this is sin. Sin is choosing a way other than God's way. If you haven't heard of this reference before, but that's why we call people who don't know Jesus lost, because they have wandered away from God. And yes, sin does anger God, and there is justice coming against every sin. But God, in his love, chooses to interact with us with grace and forgiveness. I don't mean to say that God's voice won't ever be tough or firm or convicting, because it absolutely will be. But just like a good daddy can scold his child when the child is doing something wrong, our heavenly Father can be firm with us, bring conviction into our lives, but still speak with a tone of love. And knowing this difference in God's character, angry versus love, is crucial to us hearing his voice and to knowing his voice. Today might be the day when you look to God and sense love rather than wrath for the first time. This might be your first step into hearing his voice at all. And how does this best apply? How does this best apply for you recognizing God's voice on a daily basis? Listen to this. If the voice you are hearing divides, destroys, condemns, belittles, and does not carry the tone of love, then it isn't God's voice. Did you catch those? Divides, destroys, condemns, and belittles. In John chapter 10, the passage I just read speaks directly to this distinction between the voice of the good shepherd and the voice of the enemy, the voice of the thief, the voice of the robber. John 10 says the thief comes to what? To steal, to kill, and to destroy.